Today I'm going to try to explain you what is aperture as simple as I can without many technical terms. Hello everyone, my name is Vangelis and welcome back to my channel. If you like photography and video and you want to explore more of that stuff, make sure to hit that red button right here. So what is aperture? Aperture basically is one of the three main things you need to consider before you take a picture, and those are shutter speed, ISO and aperture, and today we are talking about aperture. And those three things are called the exposure triangle, and you need all three of them to exposure your image correctly. What is aperture? Aperture, you can find it by another name, which is f-stop, and f-stop basically controls your depth of field, which means you can control which portion of your image will be in focus and which portion of your image will be out of focus. When you're here for larger apertures, that means lower numbers. For example, 2.8, 1.8, 1.4, or even 0.9. Yeah, there is a lens with 0.9. I don't know how people can focus with that lens, but anyway, when you're hitting for smaller apertures, that means f16, 18, f20 and 22. Now, two things you need to keep in mind. When you hit larger apertures, that basically means two things. First of all, you let more light into your sensor. For example, 2.8, 1.8, 1.4. And when you are using smaller apertures, for example 18, 20, 22, you let less light into your sensor. That means your image will be darker. Larger apertures, brighter image, smaller apertures, darker image. Now, the second thing is that when you are using larger apertures, you have a really small area to focus on, and the rest of your picture will be blurred out. When you are using smaller apertures, that means you can focus on a wider area and you can include more of the background to be sharp and in focus. For example, you can use larger apertures for product photography or when you want to blur your background completely, and smaller apertures when you want to shoot, for example, landscapes or kind of portraits that you want to include your background in your story and that kind of stuff. Now, one trick you can do, if you want to blur your background completely, you can have your subject as close as possible to your lens and your background as far as possible from your subject. That helps you blur the background even more and have a smoother background and isolate your subject completely. So that was it for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me the comments if you have any future requests for video or tutorial, or just come and say hi. Oh, and don't forget to check this video right here, which is for shutter speed. And also I will have a playlist in the description with the rest of the tutorials. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay safe.